Hello, and welcome to episode 133 of the little YouTube chess docudrama series that is begging the question: can an 80 IQ hillbilly defy all odds by achieving an 1800 ELO ranking on chess.com? We don't really know the answer to that yet, but one thing we do know is that we will get an answer to that. We will answer that question one way or the other. I am in the new Hillbilly studios, and I got ants crawling on me, and it's a real dump. I'm not even going to lie to you. Not even going to lie to you. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Not that an 80 IQ hillbilly has ever been mighty, but man, times are tough. But I'm making lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Making me some lemonade and drinking some. Speaking of lemonade, I'm drinking some piping hot green tea. Somebody asked me the other day what kind of tea I drank. I assume it was somebody from across the pond because they asked if I drank Earl Grey. I don't know that I'm necessarily a tea connoisseur, but if I'm not mistaken, our brothers across the pond are big teetotalers, and I think Earl Grey is their tea of preference. I could be wrong. But I just go for some cheap green tea infused with lemon and ginger. That is my tea of choice. Hot. Last 3 days I've been drinking coffee because I've been in transit. Matter of fact, I've been in transit for like the last month and a half, to be honest with you. But that isn't a story in and of itself. Like I said, this is day one. I just got internet here in the new Hillbilly studio. And like I said, it's a dump. But I got internet. What did I say yesterday? We should count our blessings, not think about the negatives, but think about the positives. The positives are I got internet and you're watching. Those are two things that I should not take for granted, and I will not. So we will get it fine-tuned and get it the best that we can get it. We will do the best we can. Coming off a victory yesterday, pretty solid victory. I didn't think my opponent played very well, but maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit in there either. Somebody mentioned, I think Taylor mentioned in the comments, it seems when you get to the 1600s, whoever makes the first mistake loses. And I think I don't know that that's 100% accuracy, but I think the higher you get, the margin for error dwindles. So mistakes are a little bit harder to recover from. And if this mistake's big enough, it's resignable. But, but we're all human, and 1600s make mistakes as well. I think 1600s are just a little bit more inept, if that's the right word, to capitalize off those mistakes. Whereas, 1200, 800, you might make a big mistake and get away with it because your opponent doesn't really capitalize off the mistake. I'm hoping I don't have too bad of a glare. I got a lamp in my face. I had these glasses on when I did my testing to make sure my audio was working, my trash audio. I remember that comment very early on. The guy quit watching because my audio is trash. Cheers to you, my man. Trash audio. And I had another guy say, there's no way that tea's hot. He's sipping cold tea. Yeah, man, sipping some cold tea. With steam coming off of it. Alright, enough of the ramble. My boy Plash has been in the comments asking me repeatedly to mention an Australian. I will get to that, Plash, when I get a chance to look into the Australian, and I will try to give a shout out to your Australian. But I have not had a chance to look at that today. I told him as soon as I got in the Hillbilly studios, I would make mention of it. There's your mention. I don't even know his name. Steinbach, maybe? I don't even know. 3,300 chess player from Australia. I'm not sure what his name is. Daniel Steinbach? Maybe I'm thinking of John Steinbach, one of the great American authors. Grapes of Wrath is one of the great books in American literacy, in my humble opinion. I'm barely literate, but I read that one. All right, let's see what we can go. Let's see what we can get doing. I'm just sitting here rambling. Pre-game ramble is over. 1672 from Iran. Strong player. Strong player. We are into our Kali-Zukertort system. It looks like we might get the main line. What's going on here? Hope y'all are having a great day. By the way, hot here. Man, we've been getting so much rain, and it's like spring was just going to be wet, and then now we're just going to. Well, we're getting a check right here. Probably should get castled. Boy, he really wants to take control of that pawn, doesn't he? I got ants all over the dang place in here. Let's see here. Instead of that, takes, 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 takes. I still got him covered up. Let's see here. Take it, you're going to give up your knight. Takes. He's really after that D pawn, ain't he? Guess he's more aware of the central pawns than I am. Although he will win a pawn out of this. No. And he will win a pawn out of that. Pawn. Oh, I cannot even get away from that pen. Tight one. What about this? Is here. Check. What about here? Tick, clock, tick. Huh. No checks. About this though. We're gonna get a draw. Hmm. That's interesting. What about? What about? Hmm. Interesting. We can't do that either, can we? Huh. I know this is coming. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hmm. Takes. Oh, that's tricky right there, ain't it? Check. He can't really move over here. Oh, I can do that though, can he? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Here. Takes. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't get there. Didn't get there. Didn't get there. What a loss. Oh, wow. Oh, those end games. Really didn't play very well on that one. Oh, man. Those end games got me. 74.2% accuracy, no brilliant moves, one great move, 27 best moves, 7 mistakes, 2 misses, no blunders, played like a 1350. Opponent 79.9, no brilliant, 1 great, 34 best, 2 mistakes, 2 misses, 2 blunders. He played like an 1850. Didn't play well. Felt like I was in control most of the game and just lost at the end. Yeah, that was a bad play there. What did they want here? Get the engine on. Rookie 1. He's up a pawn here. Mistake. Rook fe1. There was a miss. c5 was best. Oh, I had to fork. Yeah, I mean, right here, I'm way ahead. Way ahead. And accuracy, rook ac1 was best. A to c1. Queen c1. c5. Yeah, c5, he loses the... No, he doesn't. Man, I'm so sick of playing these ways that I do, man. I had this game. This was my game. I just blew it. c5 again. Bishop h5. Blunder. Miss. Like right here, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Well, no, I do know. Takes. Yeah, they definitely didn't want me to take. That was a blunder. What'd they want here? Bishop h5. Yeah, but he's got this right here. Oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, I knew I had him there. I just didn't make the calculations. Mistake, rook d1. And then we get to the end game, and you know what happens then? Yours truly just gets imploded. Mistake. Look at that. Look at that, man. G4. Look at that. I was ahead going into the end game. G5 was best. That's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Well, 133 is in the books. Another embarrassing end game. Hope y'all have a great day. God bless.